my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused spoiler boys, y'all better keep your...
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This take it in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. A beautiful fake. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. On the draw, it's Gibson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. In the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Wentz going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the counter, Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Winston, the Commanders, staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Giants had 7 and 4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. He's going to try and throw on third.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Wentz now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into a great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 2nd and 12, Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jones hit and the ball's out, but I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chase Young. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Middle of the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
On 4th down, Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm.
Wentz is intercepted yet again. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Wentz now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are gonna get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll go to Barkley again. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoring.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on type, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm.